Scene script. Did you hear about the time SpongeBob and Patrick took the Myers-Briggs personality test? They both scored as Sigma males, and Patrick said, "Is that a type of sandwich?" So, for those not in the know, let's take a moment to dive into the world of Bikini Bottom, where we find our heroes, SpongeBob SquarePants and Patrick Star. SpongeBob is a lovable, energetic, and optimistic sea sponge who lives in a pineapple, while Patrick, his best friend, is a good-hearted but dim-witted starfish who lives under a rock. They both live unconventional lives, to say the least. Now you might be wondering, how do these two underwater residents fit into the concept of a Sigma male? Well, Sigma males are typically characterized as introverted, self-sufficient individuals who prefer to live outside of the social hierarchy. They march to the beat of their own drum, much like our friends SpongeBob and Patrick. Take SpongeBob, for instance. He's a fry cook at the Krusty Krab, yet he doesn't aspire to climb any corporate ladder. Instead, he takes immense pride in his work and loves every moment of it. He's self-sufficient, independent, and doesn't rely on anyone else for his happiness. SpongeBob is truly content with his life, a trait that's classic Sigma. And then there's Patrick. He might not be the brightest star in the sea, but he sure knows how to live life on his own terms. Patrick is content with his simple, rock-dwelling lifestyle. He doesn't care about societal norms or expectations, choosing instead to live his life as authentically as possible. His introverted nature and indifference to societal standards align perfectly with the Sigma male archetype. So, even though they might seem like just a couple of fun-loving characters from a children's show, SpongeBob and Patrick reveal a deeper layer of personality. They embody the Sigma male characteristics in their own unique undersea way. They're independent, self-reliant, and they don't conform to societal expectations. So, SpongeBob and Patrick may be underwater creatures, but they sure know how to stay above the stereotype tide. Now let's dive a little deeper and take a closer look at Patrick Star's Sigma traits. Patrick Star, the lovable, simple-minded starfish, is a character with a personality that's as unique as his shape. And you might be surprised to find that many of his traits align with those of a Sigma male. First off, Patrick is fiercely independent. He lives under a rock, literally, and he does it by choice. He's not conforming to some starfish stereotype or following the crowd. He's doing his own thing, and he's perfectly content with it. And despite his often goofy demeanor, Patrick shows a clear preference for solitude. He spends a lot of his time alone or with his best friend SpongeBob. He's not interested in being the life of the party or the center of attention. Rather, he savors his quiet moments and values his personal space. Let's not forget about his non-conformist lifestyle. Patrick doesn't work a 9-to-5 job. He doesn't stress about climbing the social or corporate ladder. Instead, he lives life at his own pace, doing what he wants when he wants. He doesn't let societal expectations dictate his life. Take a moment to think about the episodes where Patrick willingly chooses to live under his rock, away from the hustle and bustle. These instances are not just comedic elements of the show, but also reflections of Patrick's Sigma traits. Patrick Star might be a simple-minded starfish, but when it comes to Sigma traits, he's a shining example. Now, having explored our two Bikini Bottom dwellers individually, let's dive deeper into their interaction as Sigma males. In the heart of the ocean, SpongeBob and Patrick's friendship is an illuminating reflection of their Sigma traits. Their bond, much like their characters, strays from the norm. It's not about who is leading and who is following. It's about two self-reliant individuals, each respecting the other's space, independence, and individuality. There's a mutual understanding that they are different, and they celebrate these differences. They don't seek validation or approval from each other or anyone else in Bikini Bottom. They're content in their own company, whether they're engaging in their favorite pastime, jellyfishing, or simply enjoying a quiet moment at home. SpongeBob's Pineapple House and Patrick's Rock are not just homes, they're sanctuaries that underline their need for solitude and introspection. Their lifestyle is an outright rejection of societal norms and expectations. They don't aspire to be the popular or dominant personalities of the underwater world. Instead, they choose to live life on their own terms, dancing to the beat of their own drum, navigating the currents of life in their own unconventional way. In conclusion, SpongeBob and Patrick may not fit the traditional image of Sigma males, but in their own unique underwater way, they embody the Sigma spirit to a T.